Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Sports and More podcast with your host, Eddie Morelos, and my producer. There he is,
Got him.
Ace.
Is it?
Got him. Hey, dude, we saw when we used to play softball, right? And somebody would get beat, and our own team would make fun of each other. It'd be, got
Do
him.
they still do that rule with the 30 pack if you strike out?
Yeah, they do. And then I always ask for Gatorades or waters. And if I strike out, then I'm taking Gatorade and water too. So, hey,
Well,
part of being on my team.
we're back. We're back.
Hey, we're back and we got
New format here. We got the nice little.
technology. Good. I remember you were talking about this a while back, and now we get to do it, and now we're trying it out. I should have done up the background like you though. Amateur, amateur. What can you say?
Intern. I know. It happens.
Hey,
But we
dude,
got.
I'm already two. If I'm an intern and Mondo's an intern, you already have two interns.
And I don't know if you guys are gonna make the cut. That's what's scary. So.
I know you keep saying it. Me and Mondo are upstairs at the Chihuahuas all the time, having to console one another. So,
It's all
hey,
good.
cool, man. Ace, thank you. Thank you for getting back with me. Love everything you're doing. Keep it up, my friend. Thank you for helping me out again. And lots of big things going on in El Paso. But we have a guest with us.
What we do? We do
have
have
a guest
from
I'd
New
like
Mexico.
to welcome from the metropolis of Lordsburg, New Mexico.
Oh, Metropolis.
Yeah,
Is that where-
metropolis.
Is that where Superman lives?
Yeah, maybe they got superpowers over there. I'll
Oh,
tell you
that, sorry, that was Kansas. Sorry, that was Kansas.
So, anyways, this guy was my head coach even back in the day. He was not my head coach. He was the assistant. I take that back. He was my assistant, but I preferred him as my head coach. But anyways, that's another story. I got Mr. DJ Saucedo, one of the organizers of the Jesse Darnell 3-on-3 annual basketball tournament. Welcome, DJ.
Welcome, DJ.
Howdy. Hi.
D, I appreciate you. Should we go Coach Saucedo? Should we go DJ? I like DJ or even we could do that.
Whatever you want. I answer to everything.
Oh,
My
okay.
kids say I have a nicknames. They don't even know some of them.
All right. Yeah, that's true, D. That's true, man. D, I wanted to bring you on and talk to you a little bit about this tournament, the Jesse Darnell 3-on-3. It's coming back. Of course, you guys took a year off like everybody else did because of the COVID situation, and everybody's excited. How many years have you been doing this tournament? When did it start?
So I started in 2007, 2008, somewhere around there, and we just had a little concept where we're going to do a tournament memory of Jesse Darnell, and like 35 teams or so showed up at the special event center, and it's just grown every year since then to the point now where we have to use the high school, and we got to go 3 days, and we usually have between 90 and 100 teams come from all over the place.
90 to 100 teams from everywhere. And again, you said it started with about 35 teams. I remember playing one of those first tournaments over in the special event center.
It's me, you, and Mondo.
You were... That's right.
How did he do? Was he 1 for 18?
No, he didn't make any.
Got him.
I probably got like a couple of technicals or something. You know me, D. You know how we used to do it.
That's
Hey, you know what? Let's take it back a little bit real quick to get some more history about you, DJ. You started coaching in approximately, if I can remember correctly, 1996, correct?
I was kind of a volunteer. I started in 1999, actually. That was my first official year. In 96, 97, somewhere around this thing. Kind of a volunteer.
And
my first job.
What other? You also coached track as well, correct?
Correct. Yeah, I've coached that since 1999 also. and I was assistant coach for 10 years, and now I've been the head coach for both programs for the last 11 years.
Oh, getting that
You know what's
veterans,
cool,
right?
D? Yeah. You know what's really
I'm an
cool,
old.
D, is got to coach under one of the best track coaches that I see in the state of New Mexico, in Coach Renteria.
Tata Rent. Right. Yeah.
Tata
So
Rent.
yeah, actually, the story is kind of funny. Is that Tata Rant was coaching with Mr. Moore, a legend here in Lordsburg and all of New Mexico, and actually he passed away in practice. And Tata Rant became the head coach, and he needed help to coach. And I was actually the first non-teacher to coach, kind of on a waiver for 1 year. And 22 years later, here I am.
Is that, you're on that same waiver?
I Nobody even knows anymore.
It was a lifetime contract. Nobody realized it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, I'll do it for 1 year. Here we go. Here we.
How many back to basketball? I know that you've had some success with your teams. How many times have you maybe made the playoffs or went to the state championship, state tournament, all that good stuff?
Well, made the tournament. I would guess 5 or 6 of the 11 years. We actually won it in 17. We were state champions in 2017. I should have been fired in 2016 because I had the best team I ever had and lost in the semis. Just fortunate enough to win it the following year and not get fired. So
Saved your job on that one, huh?
yeah, I guess nobody wanted to coach at this team. I don't know.
That's
Yeah,
awesome,
but
man.
we had a group of 13 boys that were amazing. That's the year they won football, basketball, baseball, and we're runner up in track the same year. The same 13 boys.
We need 100% production from you, D. Come on. Hey, so back to this Jesse Darnell. You said you were honoring Mr. Jesse Darnell, who was an athlete, a student athlete there at Lordsburg High School. Can you tell us a little bit more about what you're honoring of him, why, and kind of the awareness that you guys want to bring?
So in 2007, Jesse was a senior. He left this world May the 8th as a senior. He was, as an athlete, one of the best athletes we've probably ever seen at Lordsburg High. He'll always be remembered for the 54-yard field goal he kicked in the state championship game against Santa Rosa, which ultimately was the game winner. But personally, he's my brother-in-law. I'm with his sister. So I coached him. So that I have ties as a coach, as a family member, and it was one of the biggest shocks that I can remember ever in Lordsburg. And what we want to do is bring awareness to kids and just keep his name, honor his name. And what we do is we have this tournament, raise money, and then we turn around and give scholarships out to graduating seniors, graduating athletes at Lordsburg High School.
And how many years have you guys been doing this? I see the shirt says 10 years.
Yeah, this was a few years ago, so I believe this is 12 or 13. I don't remember. I don't keep track. I believe it's a 13. I'm sorry. No, it's a 12. My daughter's yelling at me. It's a 12.
Well, it's a good thing that you have your assistant there with you to remind you and teach you how to get onto the internet and all these things.
Wait, the internet's still around? That thing's still around?
It barely made it to Lottie's, eh?
We barely made it to your house. What you talking about?
That's very, very true. Doña Ana's very much like Lottie's.
So I think we're gonna have to take a road trip, huh, Eddie? Towards the end of July. Huh?
Oh yeah, definitely. I know. I've already got a team ready to roll. Me and my buddy Jaime Alvarez.
Oh wait, but there's no age limit on this thing. It's not like just for high school. It's anybody can play.
Yeah, go D.
Yeah,
If you
so
want to go ahead and explain to Ace and the listeners about first who's it open to, the divisions, and then after that how to sign up.
okay. So the first division is 10 and under, and they actually play in a 10-foot goal. It's some of the best basketball you'll see in the tournament. They bring the biggest fans, and it's hilarious and fun for them. 10 and under is the youngest division we play. And then we have a 12 and under co-ed division, a 14 and under co-ed division, 16 and under girls, 16 and under boys, and then an open 17 and basically open men, open women tournament. So we have 6 or 7 different tournaments going on at the same time.
Do you have the out of shape division? You know, like what we used to call the we used to call the company league. You know, you had like the other ones like that, and then this is a company league. Yeah.
My cousin Eric says I have to have a division for 40 and over, 250 pounds and over, and 6 foot and under.
Right. No dunking. No dunking.
Ese güero, he would, man. Ace, it's as he was describing it, I was remembering the times that I've been able to get there, and the atmosphere there is just unbelievable. You walk in and there's 4 games going on at one time. There's people in the stands all day long, and they're cheering and they're excited for one another. And then, as the days go on until you reach Sunday, you could feel the intensity level just raising little by little. Would you agree with me on that, D?
Absolutely. The first couple of days, the tournament just plays itself out. Being in basketball for so long and all over the state, and then with the help of my son and just the input, we start breaking up the teams kind of by talent and just a guess. So on Friday and Saturday, it's just we have some good games and some not so good games. But by Saturday night and the Sunday, the talent level that comes to Lordsburg is ridiculous. There's a one time, like we call it, it's always Sunday about 10 or 11 in the morning, where every team is undefeated, and you see holy moly, we have teams from Phoenix, from Albuquerque, from Cruces, from El Gordo, Silver, Deming, Tucson that come for year, Morenci. And it's just at that time, you just feel the tension, the great atmosphere where everybody's on guard for 4 great games going on at one time.
That's awesome. Got to make the trip out there.
And my hope is, definitely, my hope is that we can convince some teams from El Paso to get out there and beyond even. Because I believe, again, this is a great event. It's for a great cause. And Dee, if you don't mind, I would just like to speak on that because Jesse was my cousin, just like Jamie's my cousin. And it's like you said, he made a choice, and sometimes those choices are not what we always want. And he left this earth to me very soon. And we can't judge what happened in that moment. But again, for those of us that knew Jesse, knew how much he loved sports and how positive he was while in sports, and how positive an impact he made amongst the town and around Lordsburg. So me and Ace really are big on mental health and suicide awareness type things, and we hope that others can come and join the town of Lordsburg in this awesome event to bring more awareness for that and to help raise money, because what you guys have done over these years has been amazing to me, to see you guys go at every graduation and give a scholarship to one boy and one girl who's played sports, student athletes, and they're going to go on and continue their educations. Good job, DJ.
Good job. Great job.
Well, thank you.
So, DJ, how can people sign up for this tournament?
So you can honestly just go to Jesse Darnell Tournament has its own Facebook page. You can sign up on there. or go to Jamie Diaz's Facebook page, or you can just, honestly, we're so old school, you can just call and text us and tell us. I'll give you my number, and my number has been the same since '99.
Go ahead.
575-639-2981. Just text me. Say, hey, this is so and so. I'm from so and so. I want to play in whatever division, and just like that, I sign you up. You don't even have to pay until you get here. We're pretty much on the honor system. It's only $80. It's probably one of the only indoor 3-on-3 tournaments that's around. Our gym is set up almost like a mini pit where nobody interferes. All the fans are in the stands. It's only the players playing, and it's kind of sunken in. So the only ones on the court are just the officials and the director. So it's pretty neat.
It's super neat, D. I'll say it again. And you mentioned something. You're old school, and one thing that I've always enjoyed, when I've had the chance to see you do it, is to put the brackets together in your old school ways.
Right.
Me putting on events, I get to use different technology to set up brackets. We run big soccer tournaments, and we're gonna run a big flag football tournament coming up. But I'll have technology, computer systems to plug in teams, and it disperses it. You do it all by hand,
All by hand.
and I love it. All by. Tell us about that process, DJ, please.
So that's the time that we fight, me and Jamie at home, and my brother Albert, and everybody tells me off. But to me, it's that one touch that it's our touch. It's what we do. And we keep stats from every tournament. There's a top 10 of all top 10 scorers of all time. It's posted on the board. We have pictures of every single year that you've been played, that we've been playing. You get trophies if you win. We have all tournament teams. Everybody gets a T-shirt just for playing, and basically you pay $20 and you're guaranteed probably 5, 6, 7, 8 games indoors. It's just our touch. And then when I post the boards, I just put their name. I put their team and their name and their league, and that's where we fight all the time. Why do you do that? Why do you do that? I go look at everybody looking up at the board like, there's my name. But it's just our touch. Or my touch, I guess. It's my concept. I will tell you right now that I've been doing tournaments since I was in 7th grade. I used to do them on my mom's front yard. And then I went to the bowling alley, and then now to the high school. It's just my concept, but I will tell you right now that it cannot happen without probably the 50 or 60 volunteers that come every single year to scorekeep, to ref, to run concession, to help register, to clean up, to donate, whatever. That's what makes this tournament so special, is the amount of volunteers. It is my concept, but it would never work without the volunteers that come out.
You guys got some good nachos?
Yeah, we got Lisa's nachos. You got to try those.
Oh, there it is.
Lordsburg.
Oh.
Hey, the concession stand there, Ace. Bomb. I'm telling you right now.
Do you guys sell any VIP bracelets so I can just cut in front of the line, and just, the speed pass right there for me?
Just follow Morelos. He's VIP.
Hey, awesome. D, as you were explaining your touch, and I was going to bring it up if you didn't, how cool it is to see people at the walls just looking at the history and finding their picture and remembering, man, I remember that tournament. How fun was that? Oh, man, look Mio, that was 5 years ago. Look how much bigger he is. And it's a great touch, DJ. And it reminds me of something personal for myself and you, because you're the one that has it, and I'm on your wall of fame in your house.
Yeah,
it's again, it's your personal touch. It's your personal touch.
It is,
and it's a great.
And Jamie and Ashley do all the pictures and all so it is my touch, but it's even there. Even Diaz is tracing the brackets. He goes, you blah, 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 blah. Why don't you just print them out?
One day.
But Diaz, anyways, Diaz is DJ's brother, by the way. For those
Yeah,
listening
that's
or
my brother.
watching today, he's. I follow that man anywhere. I would follow him anywhere.
Even to the Steeler game.
He's a Cowboys fan,
Oof.
so I don't know.
That's
Sorry, D. Sorry, D. Forgot my bad. They, they have a big Cowboys fan club over there in Lodi's. These guys, I don't know about them. They're
We
missing
do.
it.
Mm.
Anyways, DJ, about the volunteers, and I wanted to bring that up. Glad you already spoke on it a little bit. And again, I put on events for my job over here in El Paso, and we can't do it without volunteers. And you said it yourself, you couldn't do it without volunteers. And from referees, as you said, from those who donate food, who run the concession stand, who do the scorekeeping, and one other touch that you guys have had over the years, and I'm sorry, Sean Graham. Sean Graham was such an amazing volunteer for you guys, and he's gonna be missed, but he'll be honored. I know that he'll be honored by you guys, and tell us about the touch with the MC and the music playing, because I think that's a great touch.
So on year 2, Sean Graham, he volunteered to play music and be the announcer. And throughout the years, he became the voice of our tournament. He learned our rules. He was our right hand man. It was whatever I needed to be done, he already knew. And then he had all his great Sean Graham music going on, the fun stuff. The good thing about this is he left all that music to us in his months before he passed. He actually gave us his Spotify account because he wanted to actually while he was in the hospital, he wanted to still announce through Facebook. He wanted to announce the game still through Facebook in Tucson, and we're like, you don't have to, man. He goes, well, can I at least give you my music? So we have his music. His music will play on this July, the weekend. And he also gave us access to add music. So we'll have all his old school stuff. We'll have some new stuff, but it's all Sean's music. But we're going to miss his he was the voice of our tournament. The good thing is we have another one of your cousins, Tommy Ray, who did it the last time and is going to come back for his second year. And he knows he has big shoes to fill. He understands the tournament perfectly. So we'll have Sean's music going. Sean will be there. And we have this big poster made that's going to be there in honor. We asked the family if it was appropriate because, well, he was part of our tournament. He's basically one of the directors. As far as I'm concerned, it's me, Jamie, and Sean Graham. That was how this tournament was ran. And now we just got to make some adjustments. We'll forever remember him and be thankful. But yeah, from here on out, we'll always remember Sean Graham.
For those that are listening and watching, Sean Graham was a graduate of Lordsburg, New Mexico, Lordsburg High School, class of 1996. He was a DJ ever since, I would like to say 1992, 1993. Started DJing, and one of my very best friends. And can't wait to hear your music, Lumpy. So, and then the other volunteers that I wanted to talk about is one that I already told you and Jamie. I told you and Jamie that I'll help you guys out, except for refereeing. I won't. I'm sorry.
It's officiating.
But
officiating.
officiating.
Okay, officiating.
Officiating.
It's got its own category. Okay.
But we do need. I know that you guys are always looking for more people to volunteer as officials, and I really hope more people do step up for that. And for those of you that are gonna play, don't be like me. Be kind to the officials.
Right. That's the most thankless job in the tournament. But somehow, some way, 20 of them come back year after year after year and do it again.
That's awesome. It seems like you have a very loyal family that puts this together, DJ.
We do. I can almost tell you who's going to score keep at what time, who's going to rep the big games, who's running concession stand, um, who's helping check in. It's the same people. It's always the same people. They come back year after year, and the bigger the game, the better the help. It's almost it is perfect. It is perfect. I'm going to say it. Uh,
Wow,
we have the best
that's awesome.
scorekeepers when at the biggest games. We have certified referees that come and call the quarterfinals when everybody's undefeated, when everybody's has college experience playing. That's how good a talent we get. I'm always amazed at the talent that gets here, comes to Lordsburg. I look out and say, why are they here? But um, they keep on coming back.
Well, for those of us that have played in it and have experienced the tournament, we know why they're there, because of the great event that you guys continue to put on, and the great organization that you guys do have there for this tournament. I just applaud you guys so much. I really wish Jamie could have been on. I know she's working, but I would love to hear her laugh as we do this. I guess we laugh in my family, Ace. I don't know, but it's just an honor to know you guys and to know what you guys are doing. And if there's anything we can do to help promote it, that's what we want to do, and get more people there.
But we
One
will
thing
need
I
a
haven't asked
digital
about.
flyer though, okay? The handwritten ones, maybe take a photo and I know you do it old school, but we need something digital. Oh, look at the ugly tan. But yeah, need something digital.
My daughter runs the Snapchat part, so is that digital?
There you go.
Hey, there you go. That's it. That's it, man. One thing I haven't asked about yet is you have like some little side events, I guess you could say, during the tournament. In particular, what I'm talking about is a 3-point contest and a dunk contest, if I'm not mistaken.
Actually, we've never had a dunk contest. We always talked about it. We've had a 3-point contest every single year, and it's open to anybody. Even if you don't play in the tournament, it costs $5. And we always have these big prizes we give away. And honestly, it's a break for my volunteers. It's a 2-hour break for my volunteers. They get to go home, they get to eat, they get to do whatever. And for 2 hours, we have this 3-point contest. And it's winner. It's pretty much, a first and second place winner. We always have 40 to 50 participants, but we have that down pack too. I will tell you that one of the things I'm most proud of is will be one of the only tournaments that you'll ever where we're on time almost 95% of the time. Everything's on time, and that's part of the concept too.
That's better than a college tournament even.
It was last time. It was 280 games and all ran on time.
Yeah, that won't happen in El Paso. Sorry.
We're on El Paso time over here.
I'll make it happen.
No, you have to use technology on this one. There's no handwritten stuff over here. and we're still behind.
DJ, you guys have a Facebook page. You already mentioned Jesse Darnell 3-on-3 basketball tourney.
Right.
You said that Ashley runs. Is Ashley with you?
She's in somewhere. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Let's see if she wanted to share all that stuff there. So you have a Facebook, Jesse Darnell 3-on-3 basketball tourney. You said she has a Snapchat. You know the name of that Snapchat?
Actually, no. It's only for the tournament. She does it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And well, what is that? What does she do that on her personal, or does she set up an account?
Actually, Sean started that. So they have it written down somewhere. Actually started that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be on the lookout for that. And I do know that you also have a Twitter page on Twitter at JD3on3. There's also an email I'm seeing, JD3on3 at gmail.com. And
Right.
remind everybody the cost.
It's only $80 per team. If we get 4 players, $20 a person. You won't find a cheaper tournament than that.
Right, I know it's a great price.
I know, Eddie. We might have
What
to
do you think?
we might have to dust up the old Jordans and compete. Maybe even the 3-point contest. Might not win anything, but I don't know. We might. Got the Jordans right here. I don't know.
Right, look at that. Uh-huh. I mean, well, when I go to the Y to go lift, I've been trying to get some layups in because, woo, it's
See,
either that or I'm
the
just
basket
gonna have to be.
basket I practice on has no backboard. All right, so you gotta swish it in. All right, you got it.
Right.
There's no bank. There's no. You gotta swish it in.
Hey D, are there
Talk to
are
me.
fouls counted in your tournament during the games?
No blood, no
Do they
foul.
keep fouls and can you foul out?
No, you can't foul out, but we but we keep track of fouls, and you do shoot the one shot for 2 points on, especially during the last. I don't remember. It's the last minute of the game, something like that.
Oh.
Uh, yeah, but no, you don't foul out, but we don't kill each other either. That's why there's refs.
Yeah, Eddie, you
Yeah.
only get 3 fouls for you. 3 and you're done. And we're not gonna let you
Well,
get to the
DJ
foul.
knows how I used to play, so he knows what to expect from me, you know? I think he even watched me headlock a guy down to the floor one time.
We knew you were a wrestling
It's
fan.
an accident.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Hey D, how was it for you? Sorry, getting away from the tournament really quick. How was it for you to get through the pandemic? Not hosting the tournament. You're a coach, not coaching your kids, not playing in the games in very many games last year. What was that experience like for you as a coach of a small town high school?
Oh, we got disconnected. He got
Hey,
disconnected.
it's all right. It's okay. So, thank everybody for listening in today. Really quick, unless if he jumps back on, I wanted to, congratulate. We did a couple of Facebook giveaways, and I wanted to congratulate the winners. Juan Lara was the winner of the first one, and then Amanda Corrales was the winner of the most recent one. Um, I still got one more gift card to give away. We'll be doing that very soon. So make sure you stay up to date with us on our Facebook page to look for those contests, and they're free contests to enter. Typically, all you got to do is make a comment and like it or something like that, and you're entered, and it's a random drawing. Once you get entered, so you can win a gift card from the Sports and More podcast. And again, just follow us on Facebook at Sports and More podcast. Also on Twitter at Sports and More POD. Ace, we had a induction. Oh, hey, he's back.
Hey. Yeah, my phone said it was too hot or something. I need it cooled down.
Hey, it's because you're rocking with us. We're electrifying over here in the Sun City.
So I'm on Ashley's phone. I'm on Ashley's phone now.
Oh, okay.
Technology, see? Technology.
No, yeah, technology. See, you got to learn from her. I was asking you about your experience with the pandemic as a coach in a small town, and what that was like for you. What the experience was like, frustrating. It was challenging for everybody. But can you tell us your experience out of a small town?
Well, honestly, we almost thought for a second we weren't ever gonna play, and then all of a sudden we're gonna play everything in 3 months. It was tough because we had kids that didn't even they didn't take schoolwork seriously when it was just strictly on the computer. So when they come back to school and come back to sports, I had almost half of my team ineligible. So I was playing a varsity schedule with I want to say 10 guys. I didn't even have a JV team because I didn't have enough kids eligible. So yeah, it was rough. This was supposed to be the year that we took the next step into being really good, and we just didn't take that step. So it was hard. I think at the end, the kids started getting eligible for baseball and track and softball, and more became eligible. I know in track we had a really, really good girls team, and I know the girls had a really good girls team also in basketball. They lost in the state championship. But yeah, it was weird. It went from we're not gonna do anything to here we go. We're gonna play everything in 3 months, and I'll tell you, it was rough.
Yeah, I can imagine, because especially because the resources or lack thereof are different than what we have, for example, in El Paso. And you talked about the girls' track. Do you assist with that? Or are you the coach for that? How does that work over there?
I'm also the head coach for the girls and the boys,
Oh,
and boys
okay.
basketball. So
You guys do it all over there, huh?
it feels like it.
Ace, I think he could hang with you, Ace. You wouldn't be an intern. I think he might be able to keep up.
Yeah, he's already he goes in as like an officer. You're an intern, but
I'm still intern.
you're still an intern. All right, you're gonna be you're gonna throw a baseball reference in there. You're gonna be carrying the pink backpack with all the gum and the candies into the bullpen, okay?
Okay.
You don't know that reference?
How'd you guys do in track? How'd you guys do in track this year, D?
The girls finished. I remember 7th or 8th, but I don't have, and that's out of 32 teams, and I don't have any seniors there on that team also. So, yeah, in fact, my really good ones are sophomore and freshmen. So the future looks bright again there too.
Good. Glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Ace, anything else for my friend here before we go and talk about a couple of other things?
No, I really want to try to head on out there. In what was it, July 23rd? Sid started the tournament.
The 23rd, we play for about 3 or 4 hours. If you can get here the 24th, it's nonstop, probably like 14 hours of basketball. And then the 25th, Sunday, is about the same.
Nice. Now that I'm excited. We're gonna try to schedule that in there. Take the 3-hour drive out there? 2 hours?
2 hours.
Depends how fast you're going.
I mean, you made the stop. Oh, you stopped right there where his other job is at. For gas
Pilot.
there in Lordsburg. Yeah.
Oh, so you got you're coaching basketball, track, and all this, and you got another job too?
I'm the general manager at the Pilot here in Lordsburg.
Man, see, Eddie, we can't complain anymore, man. We can't.
I didn't realize you're the GM.
Yeah, don't ask.
I know where to get my fuel when I'm going there. Got to support.
DJ used to work at Pilot together with also, and we had another good friend. Well, DJ's really good friend, and he became one of my very good friends there too. May he rest in peace, Patrick Nava as well. And woo, the stories we got.
Now, DJ, is it true that Eddie has a statue out there? Because he keeps claiming that he has a statue because he was like one of the greatest quarterbacks back when they used to fold their helmets and put them in their pockets. Is it true that he has a statue out there, or is it more like a little Lego action figure?
You better come to town to make sure. Come check it out.
Hey, as long as there's tacos, I'm there. I'm there.
There's tacos.
Oh, yeah. There'll be plenty. Hey, what I do remember about growing up with DJ. DJ's a couple of years older than I am, and Patrick and Eric that we also mentioned earlier. These guys, we used to play basketball against them a lot, and we used to have really good games over at the old Central School on the old wood floor. And my dad was a principal for about 10 years, so I'd always get the key. And, we'd go in and play a lot of basketball. And these guys taught me a lot of how to play. And, we'd always try to beat them in tournaments. And we never did until I brought a 6'10" forward from New Mexico State University.
Cheater.
The mayor? I'm the mayor.
It's illegal. Well, that is mayorish moves right there.
Very mayorish, very mayorish. But again, I looked up to these guys, Ace, and I still do. I still look up to DJ very, very much. He's been a mentor, whether he knows it or not, and he's been there for a lot for me. And he's my family, and I'm very proud of this event that they put together. and can't wait to get there.
We can't wait to have you.
Awesome.
Hey DJ, what do you think about the Cowboys this year? How are they gonna do?
I have a shirt that I started wearing 20 years ago. It says next year, so next year.
Did you send them that shirt, Ace?
Nah, they can't. The shirt will fumble by the time it tries to get printed.
Yeah, have you been watching any NBA basketball, DJ?
I have, yes. I love basketball. The Suns. The Suns.
I was gonna say, aren't you a Suns
play.
fan?
No, I'm not really an NBA. I really don't have a really favorite. I just like to watch it because, especially in the playoffs. But the Suns are good, and man, everybody's young now. Yeah, watch out. The youth movement's coming.
They were just talking about that on one of the shows today that I was listening to. How it's the next generation is here. They were saying
they're here.
And,
Yep.
And it's really cool because the Phoenix Suns are finally in there, and I know a lot of people from Phoenix, and they're very excited over there. How about your dad? Is he going to try to get to a game out there?
I don't know. He normally doesn't go. I know Ray went to the Lakers and the Suns game up in Phoenix, but my dad never goes.
Golfing,
maybe he will this time. Yeah.
Take him to the course. So,
yeah.
Any baseball? You follow any baseball teams or anything like that? I know baseball's.
I just know about the Dodgers because Albert talks about Dodgers. So that's all I know about. I don't really.
Hey, well, so when you talk to him, and say, hey, Morelos is a Cubs fan still. He was excited that they beat, took a couple from the Dodgers.
Eddie, there's like 140 something games, dude.
Here we go again. Everyone counts. So, DJ, again, thank you so much. We really appreciate your time. And again, my goal is to get some teams from around this area to get over there for this tournament. And
I hope they come.
We'll be there. I'll be there for sure. Me and old Utma, the trouble that we cause. DJ, thank you, man. You have a great evening.
You too. Thanks for having me.
Be talking soon, okay?
Okay. Have a good evening.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
And that was DJ Saucedo of Lordsburg, New Mexico, head coach of track, boys and girls.
That's a lot of jobs.
Boys.
That's a lot of jobs.
GM. I didn't realize he was the GM as well. So, wow. He's got a lot on his plate. So, anyways, again, get out to that tournament. I will share the information on our Facebook page and on our Twitter page so that you can gather that information.
What about our Instagram?
Join us. Yeah, I'll share it on our Instagram when I get that going at the end of the year. So
we'll be on the lookout. 2023.
Yeah. Hey, Ace, real quick before we end this thing, I wanted to ask you because I didn't get to make it as you know. El Paso Athletic Hall of Fame. Congratulations to all the Hall of Famers that got inducted last night. Mm-hmm. Can you tell us a little bit about that experience last night and anything that might have stood out to you?
No, it was cool. It was a very exciting class. To have one virtual, not virtual, in person, props to President Stansberry for making that a reality when, 2020, everything was shut down and they, stayed the course and were able to pull this off. And, what's some great names in there, from Rocky Coppinger, the MLB pitcher and his dominance at that area. And just everybody, from the coaches, from Coach Grijalva and Milton Henry, to Monica Townsend, and then of course the officiating, it's perfect. And then it just capped off with the Guerrero family there, and they played a nice little slideshow out there showing some photos, and it was cool to have everybody there mingling, and in person, and just. The athletes got their time to shine, so it was good. And the next one's coming up in August. Couple
In
months.
August, yes.
In August,
We'll definitely have to reach out to
our good
our
friend.
buddies there, yeah, so we can make sure to get that info out to everybody. I talked to Wayne today, and he said it went off very well.
Tickets are on sale already for the 2021 banquet at the Radisson.
Yeah,
Shout out to the Radisson. Great food. They even had Dr. Pepper, so I was
yeah.
I was happy. I was happy.
It was perfect, then. It was perfect.
It was perfect.
Yeah, that's awesome. One thing that you mentioned right there with the Guerreros and the Guerrero family representing the father. If I really invite everybody to go to upsportsnetwork.com to check out the video that Mr. Mondo Merida put together, interviewing one of the sons.
Yeah, Hector.
And, Hector, that's right. It was Hector, right?
And he looks like Eddie too. He had the same gestures and everything. It's that was a cool one.
Yeah, go check out that video.
Side note, and I forgot this. My friend Jesse, who's still playing baseball in Mexico, his mom is Linda's sister-in-law from the Guerreros. Her brother married Linda. And I remember that, and because when I posted the photo yesterday, he's like, "Hey, you took a picture of my tia Linda." I was like, "That's right." I remember from there. Small world.
No wonder she kept calling me mijo.
No. She was very cool. She was very, very cool. They live in California now, but I remember that from in high school because Jesse had Eddie's picture in his room there. And he's like, "Yeah, my uncle married his sister." And I was like, "Oh, okay, it was cool. Just small world." And it's crazy. It's cool to see them, get their father in where he rightfully, belongs.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And and everybody agreed with it. Everybody seemed to agree like this should happen. And
should have happened a long time ago, but it's good that he's in now.
You took the words out of my mouth. So, yeah.
I can say it. It's all good.
I was trying, Mr. Politically Correct all of a sudden over here. So I don't know. Anyways, thank you all listeners. Again, Ace, it was a blast. I like this little setup that we got here, and it's pretty cool, man.
It'd be good.
Do this again.
Stay tuned for the next episodes. Remember, go to our Facebook and Twitter pages because there's no Instagram to see if you can win. If you can win the next.
There's at least one more giveaway coming. So yeah, Facebook, Sports World Podcast, Twitter, Sports World POD. And again, we thank you, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.